We gotta go get our dog. I think you think they're gonna be mad about us bringing our dog? No dogs allowed. I like how we don't talk. We just like...
Come on, Toby. We have some work for you to do. Let us go to Kew Gardens.
Yeah, I don't think we can do that. I think that might be against the stuff.
Let us take Toby to the laboratory. He will pick up the scent of this mysterious substance. Search, Toby. Search.
Hey, he can open doors. Toby can open doors. It's amazing. Look at him. He can open doors. Let's go bother him. It doesn't do... I thought we might get a reaction. That's all. But no, we did not get a reaction.
Congratulations, Toby. Now let us see what you have found. This is the bottle that was used in the laboratory. It was buried here. There is still some liquid remaining in the bottle, with gold flakes, a tiny caterpillar. Not surprising to see one in a garden, but at the bottom of a bottle.
Okay.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
Alright, now you can hang out here, Toby. Alright? You gonna hang out here? You gonna hang out right here. What can I do with the bottle? Oh, I can perform analysis on it. I can search the archives for all this stuff. Okay, we should probably go back home and do stuff, because we got a bunch of archives and stuff we can do. So let's go back home. Bring Toby home. He probably didn't like it there anyway. He probably thought it was stinky.
Let us determine just what we have found here. Let us pour liquid from the bottle into a test tube to perform an analysis. This is the bottle that we found hidden at Kew Gardens. Let us use a pipette to take a sample of the liquid and fill a test tube.
A pipette.
A colorless, water-based liquid. Quite a strong floral aroma.
Holmes? What are you doing?
It has a bitter taste.
What if it's poisonous?
Did you ever see poison stored in enormous jars like that? Anyway, there is a doctor nearby.
So what do you think it is?
It is some kind of organic compound. Let us vaporize the liquid and see what happens.
Tasty.
Small colorless crystals. Colorless, tiny crystals that are soluble in water, with a floral smell and a bitter taste. Watson, could you pass me that small bottle, please?
Of course. Here you are. Holmes, do you know what it is?
Wagner's reagent. There was a label on the bottle that you passed to me.
No, Holmes, I meant the bottle that we found.
Let me add the reagent and see if there is any sediment, and then I shall tell you. I need to take a pipette.
Where am I putting it? Oh, I put it in there.
Red sediment, just as I suspected. This liquid is of organic origin. It contains some alkaloid. Most likely it is unstable, and that is why there is a quantity of gold dust to prevent contamination. This mixture is probably a fertilizer. Someone was carrying out unusual experiments in the garden's laboratory.
A fertilizer, eh? Well, that didn't help me a whole lot, it seems. Okay, rare plants botany. Exotic plants. Okay. Only the first three can be dangerous to humans, particularly Florum diabolica. Only under very specific conditions. The plant would react to a process of aggression against which it will issue deadly spores.
Here it is.
Okay. Search for the broken pot. The symbol from the broken pot. Where would that be at? Marks and symbols.
That is not the one I need. That is not the... That is...
Oh, the Divine Syndicate. Okay. The Divine Scholastic Syndicate for Vegetation. The members of the Syndicate worship Trewin, the God King. They strive to obtain spiritual peace and release themselves from the material world, so generous donations are appreciated.
Here it is.
All right.
The Divine Syndicate is not a supplier to Kew Gardens. Besides, there is no address here.
Okay, what am I looking for now? Find the flower pot symbols. The pots do not belong here. Okay. I would think that would again be... Seymour Gardens. They are a premier supplier for all landscape gardening and timber requirements. Full range supply, delivery of sand. All right.
Here it is.
The Defiant Syndicate Club follows the God King Tyrann, situated at 48 Grosvenor Street, Carleton Road. Protectors of plants and more particularly trees are currently the subject of administrative investigation. The leaders of this organization are suspected of financial malfeasance. It may be that this investigation will lead to charges of judiciary Meanwhile, many voices have risen high against the inspection, denouncing the state, in particular this private organization, which has given its goal the defense and protection of nature, and which incorporates many persons of influence, including political representatives of the opposition party. All right. All right. Yeah.
And here is the Divine Syndicate's address. Perfect. It is time to find out what they have against Montague Dunn.
Tanzarian Gardens. All right. I guess we can do this while we're traveling. We don't have to do this now. We're gonna be traveling, so we got a lot of new stuff. Well, I guess we got one new thing. I thought we got more than that. True. No, those don't match up. Okay. I think that's about it. Yeah, that's it. That's what we got. All right. Now we're there.
This place is beautiful, Holmes. Its atmosphere is remarkably soothing.
Let us find someone who could help us.
Okay, we got somebody up here. He's a guru.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock.
I am exalting the sap. A while can you wait? From the trace of elements and moreover from the quality of the ambient geotropism it depends. Therefore, please,
Good.
mind my
So far, so
gravitropism.
good.
Its balance. Do not disturb.
Disturbed is most definitely the word.
There. Completed is the symbiosis. Welcomed you are. To introduce myself, I shall. I am the Green Grand Mystic.
The Green Grand Mystic himself.
This is me. Who am I speaking to?
We are two gentlemen who are extremely interested in the vegetation philosophy that is advocated by this establishment.
Listening to you, I am.
Tattoo. He has a face. I'll give him that.
We should like to take a look around, to immerse ourselves in the wisdom that emanates from here.
It is a school of anastomosis, the divine scholastic syndicate for vegetation veneration and meditation. You may say, the divine syndicate, glory to the eukaryotic. Only true devotees, those whose hearts are ready to spermatophize in sharing of knowledge, are permitted to physically enter our vegetable kingdom and its wisdom. And to be permitted, you must earn it. Yes.
We visited Kew Gardens, and we found your symbols on their flower pots.
Coincidence, I am thinking. They would scavenge our refuse. It would not surprise me.
It was merely an observation. Green Grand Mystic. We are ready to become devotees and gain access to your temple.
What is the name of our Lord, our God King?
We know this.
Our God King's name is Treewan, Green Grand Mystic.
Oh la, good, good, I like you. Here is the holy key to the wisdom place. Holy donation can you make whenever you so wish.
Thank you so much.
I pray you to taste our fertilizer substance. From the burdens of life it helps to free.
But of course.
Raw sap, it is called. It is near the entrance.
Well, we will leave you to your meditation.
Well, that was easy. I thought we were gonna get like a quiz there. Who do we worship? Which is like completely in the easy to research. We're a true devotee, though. I mean, you know, it doesn't get more true than that. I don't know. I don't know if he was like saying we should eat food. Like, I don't know. He might have just been saying eat food.
Fragments of a flower pot. It fell down here. The Kew Gardens symbol.
That's suspicious.
A fragment of a flower pot.
Alright, let's go in. Alright, this is the best game ever. Best game ever. Hey, look, that guy has a hat. Hey, it's a drugs
That
table.
should be the raw sap that the Green Grand Mystic spoke of.
Drugs table.
It is rather delicious, and of an excellent quality.
My word, Holmes. Their sap is like a form of cocaine.
Well, there you go.
The list of plant friends and benefactors, lawyers, well-known manufacturers, political leaders.
It's Holmes approves. Yes, Holmes approves. Can I take more? So I can take more.
It is rather delicious, and of an excellent quality.
My word, Holmes. Their sap is like a form of cocaine.
Say more.
It is rather delicious, and of an excellent quality.
They have infinite.
My word, Holmes.
They have infinite
Their
cocaine.
sap is like a form of cocaine.
All right, we're done. We don't want to have too much in our system. What's up with this guy?
Osmosis and photosynthesis. Osmosis and photosynthesis.
This must be Treewan, the Divine Syndicate's god.
Looks like a tree. Oh, here's a door.
This door is locked, but I can try to open it.
I guess that guy isn't gonna notice, huh? He's too busy doing his thing. Okay, the first thing we do is move this so that the line is there. Then we just keep moving lines so they line up. This is like, I feel like this is, once you figure this out, it's just, we can move it. Oh, I see what we need to do. I think we need to move this one. We need to, okay, so this one is slightly more complicated, I guess. Would be there. Well, now I'm getting confused. I will say that. I'm getting a little bit confused. Okay, that's clearly correct. Ah, does it go like that? No, it doesn't go like that. No. Ah, there we go. Like that. It goes like that. Bam. Nailed it. Look, we found a mystery door. We found a door of mystery. Well, this is not a door of mystery. This is just a door. It's only a door of mystery when it's locked.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest. A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
That's where they keep all their dangerous plants, probably. Their secret plants.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest. A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
Okay, they stole their plants back. It's very clear to me they stole their plants back.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
They are the ones that took the plants.
Nothing of interest.
Okay. We now know that. I mean, we don't know that, but we kind of do know that.
These instruments are used for smoking opium.
Ooh, it's the secret room.
This substance is an alkaloid, the same as in the bottle we found in the bushes at Kew Gardens. This cabinet is full of chemicals. They are the same as the ones we found in the laboratory at Kew Gardens. That would be enough to perform the most difficult of chemical experiments. A vast amount of opium.
Okay, I was kind of expecting to find the plants in here, and I did not. So, you know. Okay. Have we found everything we need to find in here? I think we have. Holmes loves this religion. Yeah, he seems to be kind of making himself at home here. Okay, we don't have any new info yet. Let's talk to the guy again. Hopefully he doesn't try to kill us. I like how he's the only one here, other than the guy in the hat.
Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy there.
Okay, apparently that wasn't the right answer.
Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy there.
That's one I picked before. How is that not the correct answer?
Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy
I
there.
don't understand how that's not the correct answer. Oh, Kew Garden symbol is what I want to pick.
Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy there.
Nevertheless, we have seen Kew Gardens flower pots in your yard. How could they happen to be there?
What? Our sacred place you permitted yourself to search. Sacrilege.
No, really now. There was a theft of plants at Kew Gardens a matter of days ago, and we believe the pots we found here may be connected with it. Please tell us, were you involved?
No. Those plants were ours. They had stolen them from us.
How so?
Their director, Dump, I believe.
Done.
Yes, that's what I said. He borrowed from us 3 of our sisters for the exhibition at his green-fly-infested gardens. But he never gave them back to us. Excuses and imbecility. So we went in and saved them.
I see. So, if you stole those rare plants from them, then it means... Ah, I get it. Bravo, Holmes. I think the case is solved.
No, we did not steal. We saved. Well, as a matter of fact, we were unable to find our 3 plants.
I beg your pardon. And yet you took all of the exotic plants from the stand.
They had disappeared. It was the least we could do. They stole our sisters, and so we stole theirs.
Well, we will leave you to your meditation.
We did it! We found them! They said they couldn't find him, so I'm gonna trust him on that. Like, what do I need to do now? We haven't found out what they're concealing yet. I don't think he did. I honestly don't think they killed him. I mean, they just stole the plants back. That's what they did. Further most foul? Yeah, that's right. So we haven't found everything yet, or what? Can we do it? Can we do like an analysis on anything? Oh, I haven't talked to him yet about that. I like how it tells me when dialogue choices are added. Like, that's kind of nice. We could stop at the drugs table again.
Caterpillars. They are raised as food for certain plants. Let's take them.
We took some caterpillars. Nice. What are we gonna do with those? Okay, so I hadn't done that before, but oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yoink! These 3 plants are identical to the ones shown at the exhibition. I shall take them.
That's a yoink. That's 3 yoinks. Now we leave. Now we leave before we get caught. Bye. I'm not taking anything. Later. I totally did not steal those plants. So they did take the poison plants back. But that doesn't mean they actually poisoned them. I don't think I can do anything at Okay, well, they took the poison plants back, so oh, I gotta set up an experiment. I don't. I don't know. I gotta continue this investigation.
Perfect.
We gotta do an experiment, apparently. Time for an experiment. What is he doing? What is Watson doing over there?
I imagine that one of these plants would be capable of releasing a toxic vapor. I need to find out exactly how it could be done. I shall begin now. Watson, if you are at all optimistic to have dinner this evening, then I'd recommend that you put on the gas mask. A prickly plant. A carnivorous plant. This is a strange and unusual plant.
Okay, that didn't work. Okay.
This plant seems to have had no reaction from the caterpillars. It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid. It closed again. I believe I saw a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding. Perhaps if we agitate it to a greater extent whilst it is opened, it will reveal a little more.
We're being mean to this plant.
It appears to open after being... This plant seems to have... I wonder what secrets this plant...
Okay, wait. What do we need to do here?
It appears to open after... It closed again. I believe I saw a... I wonder what secrets this plant is...
I'm not sure.
It appears to...
Oh, maybe we need to put it in the middle. We probably need to put it in the middle.
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid. My word! It shot a spike at me after I stabbed it with a pin. I imagined that its reaction would be ferocious if I increased the strength of my attack. My...
Okay. This is a weird ass puzzle that I never expected.
How interesting. What a strong and effective defensive mechanism. I am interested in what might occur if the prickly plant should shoot at it.
Okay, I think I know what we do now. Alright, so we need to swap, put this one over here. Put this one over here. And then put a caterpillar on this, I think.
Toxic gas with spores. Extraordinary.
Yeah. Interesting
The plants
plant-based
would be
puzzle.
capable of killing only if they were directly next to the victim and stimulated at precisely the right moment.
Let us take our caterpillars to the Colonial Collection Room. We may see things more clearly there.
It is too early, Watson. Our suspects will be there. Let us investigate Kew Gardens one more time and ask some questions.
Yoinking plants. Alright, Kew Gardens. Let's go to Kew Gardens. Alright, we're gonna ask more questions. I don't think I don't know. I don't know the answer to this. It's somebody here. The gas mask in the fire just tells me it's someone here. Somebody did an experiment, figured out how to do it. That's why there's a gas mask here.
Are you aware of the Divine Syndicate?
The Divine what? Is this a joke?
No, I am quite serious.
What a ridiculous name. Anyway, I have never heard of this syndicate.
Can you tell me if you saw Mr. Montague Dunn on the day of his death?
Yes, of course. I met him, and we went to see Albert, his son, at around 9:30. He appeared quite calm.
What were you doing on the morning of the accident?
After paying multiple visits to Albert, I had a little talk with Miss White. Then I returned to my desk to complete some paperwork. Suddenly, I observed that Mr. Dunn was not feeling well, so I ran immediately to fetch Albert. I clearly remember that it was around 10:30, for I was late that morning.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
You believe him? He lied to me multiple times. Just saying.
Your father's death does seem highly suspicious. What were your movements here on that day?
Suspicious? Well, I was working in the seed house, taking care of Lysa something, or Lear Pontus, or... No, wait. Ah, these Latin names. And I spent so many hours trying to memorize them.
Did you see your father that day?
I
Yes.
do too.
He came here with Mr. Hamish for his weekly visit. There was nothing unusual about that.
And then?
Nothing. They stepped out to the backyard. It was perhaps 20 minutes before 10 o'clock. Then about 10 minutes later, I saw my father heading for the dry tropics room while Mr. Hamish returned here.
And Mr. Hamish and Miss White, what were they both doing that morning?
Mr. Hamish visited me a couple of times. I also saw him returning from talking with Miss White, and that was at 10 minutes past 10. But then he ran back here to me to tell me that my father was feeling unwell. We hurried across to the water lily room, and I found my father lying dead on the floor. Oh, my God.
I perceive that you are passionate about the Royal Navy.
Passionate? No, not really. I like ships, that is all.
Are you quite sure? You do not seem to be so interested in plants.
It's difficult, that's all. My future is here. It has never been about anything else.
And yet I know that the Royal Naval College rejected your application.
Ah, you truly are as clever as they say. Yes, that's correct. And in fact, my father was strongly against the idea. He did his best to ruin my plans, although I almost did succeed. But my dreams were shattered, Mr. Holmes.
Tell me, have you ever heard of the Divine Syndicate?
No, I cannot say that I have.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
We got more stuff. Wait, we don't need to go through here. We can just get there through the we don't have to do all this maze like. We don't have to go through the maze. We can just come over here. Can't we? Maybe not. We do kind of have to. Oh no. This is the nursery. We can go through the nursery. That's where the bust is right there. And talk to Margaret White. I think that guy Hamish is just full of crap.
Can you tell me what Mr. Dunn was doing upon the day of his death?
I can, but there is nothing very special to say. I was in the laboratory when I saw Mr. Dunn heading towards me. Tuesday is the day of his weekly visit. It was supposed to be at 9, but he was 10 minutes late, as usual.
And then?
Well, he came in to say good morning. Then I saw him spend 2 or 3 minutes by the plants outside the laboratory. After that, he ran out in the direction of the nursery, where Mr. Hamish was working. He was always in a rush during the inspection, you see. I would pity anyone who stood in his way.
And that was the last time you saw him?
Yes. I stayed in the laboratory until 20 minutes to 11, when I heard the cries of Albert and Mr. Hamish from the large glass house. I joined them as soon as I could, for I knew that something must be very wrong.
What exactly were you doing in the laboratory?
I was recording an experiment for my thesis. I only stopped my work once when Mr. Hamish visited me briefly around 10 o'clock.
You say you were recording an experiment when the tragedy occurred. Might I listen to the roll?
Certainly. Please do. You will find it in the laboratory. It is number 320.
I didn't
The
see
Divine
that.
Syndicate. Does that name mean anything to you, by any chance?
Not at all. But it is a very pretty name.
Thank you, miss.
Sometime later.
Everyone has gone, Holmes. The way is clear.
What are you talking about? What? Oh, I see. Well, first I want to listen to this thing. I want to listen to the thing. I guess we can do this first. Ah, get out of my way, Watson! Oh my god.
When
Wow.
Montague Dunn was standing close by the plants, the caterpillars were released and caused the deadly spores to activate. Panicking, and likely already half asphyxiated, Montague Dunn started back and knocked over the bust. He rushed to the door, but it was locked. He had to force it open with his shoulder. We already know the outcome. Montague Dunn collapsed and died not far from the pool. Well, it is time to perform our experiment on the ventilation system.
I remember Albert said he got the keys and he didn't know why Hamish gave him the keys. Remember that?
The caterpillars could only fall from the ventilation duct. Our caterpillars are in place. I'll activate the ventilation system so that they fall down. Watson, stay here and observe.
All right, Holmes.
I remember him saying, I don't know why he gave it to me, but he did.
According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
It's 100% caterpillar time.
Before starting the engine, the power is on. The engine cannot be started. The engine has started. The ventilation system is working.
Now I go back.
Water lily greenhouse.
Now we need to see if we can activate the fans from Mr. Hamish's and Albert's space.
Oh. We're not done yet. God, I don't know where everybody freaking is. Oh my god. Well, this is the way I wanted to go. Where was Hamish's desk? I don't remember where he was. In fact, where were all of their desks? Wait, that was Albert's space. Wasn't it? Guess not. I think he had a different space. I just don't remember where it was. Ah! Well, this is a frustrating experiment. I'm not smart like Sherlock. So I don't remember things like he does.
I am too smart. I am too smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-T.
Oh, he was in the nursery. The one dude, Hamish, was in the nursery, I remember. Where was Albert, though? Well, let's go in the seed area, I guess. Let's look in here. Nothing of interest in here. We can open the windows.
Before I activate the fan, I need to check if the interior of the Colonial Collection Room can be seen from here. From here, we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room.
I like how you can just, like... I like how you can just, I like how you can just accuse people before you're really ready to do that. Like, you can just be like, I don't give a crap. I'm just gonna accuse these people. Whatever. They can suck it. You know?
We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window. Excellent. This ventilation fan is working. Let us see if I can activate the other one.
Whoops, that's not what I meant to do.
We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window. Perfect. Now I just need to find Watson to check the result.
See if he has caterpillars all over him.
It works perfectly, Holmes.
He
Bravo.
does.
Now, if you could just help me to get rid of these caterpillars.
Perfect. Now we know how the murder of Montague Dunn was carried out, by activating both Albert's and Mr. Hamish's fans.
But only from Mr. Hamish's workplace would it be possible to see when Montague Dunn entered the Colonial Collection Room.
He could be the killer. He had the opportunity to steal the Divine Syndicate plants and stimulate them from his workplace directly after he had locked him inside the clone. I believe it was him. Oh, we're at the point where we're not even like... Interesting.
Let's go to Scotland Yard.
Oh, good. You cleanly plants off, you Watson. Good job. But we can just do it from here. We don't have to, like, leave. We don't have to go to the exit. Scotland Yard. I still haven't fixed the thing with that number. Talk to Lestrade. Oh, I can actually go in Lestrade's office.
Inspector, I believe that Martin Hamish is guilty of the murder of Montague Dunn.
Aha! I knew it. I'll send the lads around to arrest him.
Very good. I shall wait to hear from you.
Sometime later. We're in the cart for some reason. Is that the end? Did we do it?
Inspector, I came here as quickly as I could.
Martin Hamish is in the large glass house. There's no need to hurry.
What am I supposed to do then?
Martin Hamish is in the large glass house. There's no need to hurry.
I'm not hurrying.
Holmes, my God!
Yes, we found him like that.
Our messing around with the ventilation system didn't go unnoticed. Mr. Hamish realized that we knew.
Inspector, could you arrange the body, please?
Oh, that's
I should
why
like
there's
to
no need
examine
to
it.
hurry. I see why there was no need to hurry.
The mark around the neck is very visible. He died instantly.
I like how this isn't over yet. This isn't over yet. Life has become a living hell. I find it unbearable. Dunn deserved to die, but I cannot forgive myself for having his blood upon my hands. We Hamishes seem to have always fallen victim to our circumstance, and I find myself to be no exception. I must atone, and I shall do so here and now. Farewell. Alright, well, we still have... Why do we still have, why do we still have, like, things? Why is this case not over? Are we gonna find out he was also murdered? What's up with his feet?
Holmes, his left shoe is unique. This anomaly is often a characteristic of...
A club foot. Bravo, Watson. That is the key element of this case.
It is? Hamish was unable to run due to the tibial torsion on his club foot. Therefore, we should find out if he had sufficient time to lock the door and activate the ventilation. Did he have an accomplice? Ooh, okay. Interesting. We're not done yet.
Something about this rings very oddly.
Why do you say that, Mr. Holmes?
Why? Because of Mr. Hamish's club foot. Oh, I deserve to be kicked from here to Charing Cross. I should have noticed it.
But, Mr. Holmes, I can't see why.
No, I don't suppose you do. You must recall that Mr. Dunn was locked inside the Colonial Collection Room by the murderer. If it was Mr. Hamish, he would have had to run up to his workplace to trigger the fan situated above it, taking into consideration the condition of his foot.
Well, it is still possible.
Perhaps, but it is rather strange that such a person as Mr. Hamish decided to base his plan on the speed of his gait.
You mean to say that somebody helped him?
So the suicide is questionable?
Correct. Mr. Hamish accuses only himself in his letter, and so the investigation stops.
Possibly an accomplice, then? That idea had not occurred to me, Mr. Holmes.
I have another idea, Inspector. Thanks to the testimony that we have collected, we are able to rebuild the events as they took place that day.
With a timeline, such as we did in the Jack the Ripper case.
Precisely.
The map at the entrance of Kew Gardens should help us with our timeline.
Let us analyze the facts
Oh
and
my
statements
God.
so that we may recreate
What
the
is
events of
this?
that morning.
Half past 9. Meets Albert. This is Albert. This is done. Okay. It was about 20 minutes. It was at around 20 minutes to 10 when Hamish and Dunn went out to the backyard. After 10 minutes. Okay. Wait, I'm confused. Oh, they go up to the backyard. Okay. After 10 minutes, Dunn recommended his inspection, recommenced his inspection, and entered the dry topics room. Hamish returned to the seat house. Hamish returned to the seat house. Dunn is in the dry tropics room. Okay. Hamish had a conversation with Miss White at 10 o'clock. Alright. Miss White was in the laboratory until 10:40. Alright. When she saw Hamish and Albert in the water lily greenhouse and joined them. Hamish ran to Albert as soon he has observed Montague Dunn was unwell, which was at around 10:30. When did he return? Wait, 10 what? 10:30? Hamish. I mean, this one I don't know. I think it was 10:10, wasn't it? Hamish ran to Albert as soon as he observed, which was at around 10:30. He observed Hamish returning from visiting at 10 minutes past 10. Okay. That would go there. And this was at 10:40.
Let us summarize. Montague Dunn was poisoned inside the Colonial Collection Room. He forced open the door, which means that someone locked him inside there at 10:20. Martin Hamish was last seen at 10:10. This means that he has approximately 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room. Given that he was club-footed, it is doubtful. Albert also has 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room, which is quite enough time. Miss White was last seen at 10 o'clock, which means that she had approximately 20 minutes to lock the door. More than enough time. Perfect, Watson. Now, let us ascertain who assisted Martin Hamish in killing Montague Dunn.
Where is it? This one. At 20 minutes, it would have been enough time to trap. She could have locked the door and alerted Hamish to activate the ventilation system. But she has... I feel like she actually has evidence that she didn't do it. Am I wrong about that? Like, we have a... We've had the opportunity. So basically, we either have to decide Albert and Hamish. We have to figure that one out. I'm not gonna... I want to go... I want to do one more thing. Hey, Pie Chemist, thanks for the raid. How is it going? Hope you're doing well. Is there another one here? She said it was... She said there was a thing here. Didn't she? She told me that there was a spool here. Oh, here we go.
Here it is.
It was there. Okay.
These plants, classified as shrubs or grasses, have adapted to their arid environment due to a system of underground roots.
This recording seems very long. It is unnecessary to listen to all of it. Miss White was in the laboratory, as she told us.
So it can't be her. So the only person it could have been is Albert, but it feels weird that he would have helped him. I'm doubtful of it. I'm doubtful of it. Should I absolve him? I don't know. I don't think I should. Yeah, I think so too. We'll see what happens. It couldn't have been Miss White though.
What happened, Inspector?
It's all over now, lad. There is no use denying it. We know that you murdered your father. Patricide by plant poisoning. Very alliterative.
What? You're mad. I didn't do it. I don't know anything about botany. No!
Apparently he didn't do it. Well, so... Oh well. No, it couldn't have been her. Maybe he did act alone. I feel like this game railroaded me into picking the wrong person. They basically like, I listened to her laboratory thing, and I was like, this is really long. I don't want to listen to the whole thing, which made me believe that she was there for the entire time. And I said she was definitely in the laboratory. That's mean. What if I hit replay ending? I'm curious. I just want to know what happens. I want to see that ending. I want to see the ending where we pick a different person. Oh, we can do it. Okay. Like, look at this. This is so jank. It's so crappy. I think. I think this is. Oh, we can't even do it again. We can't even do it again. We play the thing, and I'm gonna call that moon logic. I'm gonna push the moon logic button on that one. No, she's not here. I don't think we can question anybody. I mean, I guess I can look for her. Why would it have done that? No, she's not here. I mean, maybe we were supposed to figure it out because the vent was here, and oh, the vent was here. Maybe that was supposed to be our clue. That this thing was here. Maybe all three of them did it. Maybe our clue was this was here. And so somebody had to be in here to do it. That was probably our clue, but Holmes determined she was in the lab the entire time. Okay, I kind of disagree with this one, but whatever. Alright, let's try it. Let's do this one. I want to see the final conclusion when we correct. We picked wrong once, I know that. On one of them. That was garbage. It was
But
kind of
Holmes,
garbage.
How can you be certain that we'll find Miss White here?
It is obvious, Watson. Just use your brain.
I am using it. I do use it.
Now that the rope has tightened around Martin Hamish, Miss White must act to erase all traces of her implication. After the suicide of her accomplice, there is one final trace remaining: the deadly plants of the Divine Syndicate. She will be there.
Very good. Shall we go?
Just one moment. Now listen to me, Watson. I shall see her alone. You will conceal yourself behind her, quietly.
Whatever are you planning?
Nothing spectacular. The impulses of women have always been a mystery to me, but she is a bold one, and so we must be cautious.
All right. You can count on me, Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, good day to you.
You do not seem surprised, Miss White.
Well, I was expecting you.
Not for too long, I believe. So please tell me, as it is still unclear, who planned the murder? Was it you?
You were wrong, Mr. Holmes.
It was Martin Hamish, then. You managed to convince him to take on a more prominent role.
You could not be further from the truth.
You think that you can fool me?
You don't care what I think.
It is difficult to care about someone who is capable of pushing a man to his suicide. It is over, Miss White. The police will be here any minute.
Over, perhaps. One moment you were here, and the next, you were on the other side.
The other side? No! Stop! I beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
Please remain calm. We can help you.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
Stop this foolishness. You cannot truly want to die.
No,
Get it! Get
it's
her!
too late.
Get wrecked. It was Miss
Well
White
done, Watson.
in the
She was not
conservatory with the
faking.
plant.
Miss White, you have no right to take your own life.
Dr. Watson?
Should have listened to myself at the
Did
beginning.
You just saved me. Or worse.
There, we did it. I don't see how. I felt. I don't know. Maybe we got all the clues though. That's the thing. We got all 22 of the clues. It says we found all the clues. If we would have missed a clue, I would have been like, oh, we missed a clue. All right, like we did on the train one. I'm glad I redid the ending too. I don't want to go back to the train one and redo the ending and figure out which one was actually right, but whatever.